Hello, Robert. It's Dave Montes at Focused Light Engraving. You asked me to send you a few photos of the enclosure. Instead of doing that, I'm going to take a short video of it. So let me get the software started here so that we can begin things. The software to start. And I'll give you an overall view of it. Here's the outside. Step back. You can see we added a shelf on the bottom on which you place the laser controller, the motion controller, and the computer. Of course, we added our LaserMan stickers. We're waiting for the vinyl to put the Technetics logo on the outside, so that's one of the things that needs to be completed. The emergency stop switch functions, and we've added two interior light systems to the enclosure. The original task light, which has been modified for a standard bulb, and then the cabinet light. So right now the system is homing. It's doing its homing routine, but that's the task light. As you can see, it's the old task light. Still position it over your workplace, and we also have a nice bright cabinet light which lights up the entire enclosure. I don't know if you can see this, but the Z-axis is actually moving home. It's going really slow. It's a really tight gear ratio. Anyway, we walk around the enclosure and nothing really has changed. You can see again the shelf on the bottom. Your panels got the entire enclosure closed up, and I added a power strip in the back with all the nasty power cords that you always need. Let's go back to the front, and you can see that we've used the existing clamps on the table to hold the monitor in place. It works great. There's no keyboard placed to a tray to hold no mouse tray to hold the mouse, but we can figure out something for that. We retained all the existing labels, so the asset tag is still there. All of the standard information for Technetics is still there, and that's about it. I'm gonna give you a little demonstration of a program once it finishes homing. Tables now are in the home position, and the software now will start, and when it starts the table should go to a centering position. So let's wait until the software starts completely, and you'll see that work. I'll give you a little view inside. Cleaned up some of the wires, cleaned up the inside a little bit. That's the hole where the laser head will come through to mount on this new modified mounting plate. It's up top here. Everything has really been retained, just cleaned up, stepper motors installed. There's the tables. The tables moved to the center position. I think that was the best place to have the tables initialized, but we can change that if you want. Now, of course, the Z-axis is moving down to the focal position. So let me just run a routine here for you. We did an interesting routine. I call it, let's see, what did I call it? Job is called multi-position move. So let's start that. You're going to see the tables move to mark each one of these three parts, and this part here is going to be at a different height, so the Z is going to move. So just a little bit of a demonstration. We're going to say start mark here, and you're going to see the tables moving to position 1, and then the Z-axis is going to move up. Very hard to see the Z-axis moving up or down. Oh, I'm sorry, it's moving down. So it's in position 1. The Z-axis is going to come into focus, and then the table's gonna, then the machine will engrave, and then from position 1 it'll move to position 2, change the Z height, and then from position 2 to position 3, change the Z height again, and then the program will be done. I created 3 sample programs to show you how the motion system works, and you can see on the screen you're getting real-time positioning information of the 3 axes. So as this is indicating, the first image on the screen, which is this one, is at 200 millimeters X, 150 millimeters Y, and the Z is going down into focus. So the software is really simple to use as far as the motion controls is concerned. I wish I could speed up that Z-axis for you. It would take a little bit of doing. I don't like Z-axes to move very fast because of the laser and the optics. So if you can live with that, that's great. I think I have it just at about 90% maximum speed, and that's the way AB Laser had originally geared it. So there we go. We marked the first part. Of course, we don't have a laser to show you that, but now it's moving into position 2. And the Z-axis, we're simulating that the position 2, there's a change in height. So the Z-axis moves up, marks the part. You can see it's marking. And then it moves to position 3. Z-axis changes again. So this is a 3-position XYZ move and mark application. And then once it's done, the system goes back to the 0, 0, 0 position. You can see, well, it stays at the focal height, but it goes back to XY 0, 0. That's about it. I'm going to post this on YouTube. Take a look at it. Everything works as planned. It's a great enclosure. I'm glad you saved it. Saved you a lot of money. And call me if you have any questions. Over and out.